you go see another point. You run some be so mema mo kwan am na mo afra adwen ni akire mo adwen bi apart from comments na amode efa ye Facebook aha no obetumi atwe adwen e dia ba mekenkan ni nyina wo se we mo no jama untumi na tua wo mo ka na chikati question we dey you the right person am nipa na wo se wo mo nsuma wo mo onso se pesa wo mu se obi na tua wo mo ka Maria Adam was even judges were beaten by those hooligans and nothing happened. Banana Republic, Ghana, Bibia, Tunisi, MAE. Said Kwaku Dot, say, so Ghana crowd, a bank crown, you be who say politics, and they was some religion. Nina no air coin or faso de achi free and democracy. I say, we pa, the American one, Mentiasia cry. Said, so Richard say, no, Maria Adam, and what I say, Richard, whatever. Are you the one to tell UTV how to run their show? Okay, and then I think so now responded to Obi. And was a Ghana rantier pa the who that could feel message now. Was it, do you know them? That is the question. Edward, so Edward, finally your chile say identify the more unim womo and can attest to the fact to say womo a NPP for until that part is clarified as to say so be na say ya o che da ko NPP for NPP for mama ya de be sen gu mu anka sam ani mu ase o whatever no me nyina na think say by the end e be hunu ben azu say Jimmy sa na fi akwa wie ye and Anthony upon say in this time so man for tumi yes ade we pa the man NPP a na Ghana pa de o man for so adwen de nyam tre kakra o mari ye bo adwen ya say Ghana mabuno Mamon Pinemo Amanofon Famon, yes, I near my cry. Satami and as a more dream home. Namujas and Mamma your forcoin, now one more more dream about Chaskele Sano. And we say, make sure life, Edward of my Western Cram Quanta. Ghana had his beard, we see, the friend could do that. Well, cook my tea, a chat, and Cram Quanta for you. And we say, only MPP, and we'll meet me every year at Goli. Agbo Robert and what they buy. Young security analyst Adib Sani na asemi ye no enwie ni nwura other issues mo. There Adib what you can yamao ajo anyway.
Yenia.
Me gidi say empomo eye.
Boko menia also
ya me da so hira yen ahoden wo hwa. The see what UTV is it a cause to worry and as police fachi wo monti eno no has it gotten to this point?
Debbie, so my both domestically and internationally. Only say in recent times, ranking on world press freedom no above from cry. Because in the past, the way sh0ck successes, the way there on the press freedom no, and yet to say and. Particularly because of Asema SC some time ago with the closure of some media houses, the arrest of certain journalists. But lately, there were reported cases of the storming of TV studios to attack presenters and radio studios. Just less than a year ago, Anche Biaminia, they were Tamale. And we hear the presentation, then from nowhere, probably only tax be say or a politician or as in the studio. Okay, and so many other reported cases. But the problem is the culture of impunity. Anytime maybe you bet you hanker form, take pictures of them, put it out there. But I say my ABC in the end, meaning all right, and also if nothing happens, embolden others to go the same line. So what I say. Yeah. Very unfortunate, man. Yeah, democratic norms, any values, okay? And yes, it doesn't send a good signal at all about Ghana out there.
So say positive for share investigation home. We hope say no betumi aboa ama copycat entrance beyond go see other stations. Will that be the case?
Well, I would even want to know whether indeed there were internal collaborators, because meaning UTV or programs. A security or ankasa upaka ubefa o kaki ma sometimes so that block will be like security tight. And when him say Ghanaians we or him say UTV studio and
the other one, yeah.
Exactly. And who come through meandering routes be to the studio. So the fact that Omutumi breaches security and climb all the way up through some meandering hallways, into the studio, there's a possibility, say, you were internal collaborators. And say, and the for when or small, already we are hearing certain names, especially one name be. If it is found that yes, indeed, or no, small, he should also be taken out, because lately, Papa, he says a lot of reckless, irresponsible things are ever to me. I say, oh man, so we don't need to condone these people. This is pure thuggery. When a hooliganism and Bank of Ghana protesters, and this must stop. And we blame me. Ruling NPP part, because sir Kratano, that irresponsible letter in today's world, which Kratama media houses telling them to do things your own way. I mean, what kind of irresponsibility is this? And I think it's unfortunate. Freedom of expression, freedom of the media, very important so far as your democracy is concerned. And we cannot afford to compromise it.
With regards to Abua Papon, and Owusu Bempah, also out say, and entirely true, say, on a summer and that also will take it up with A+ Obonidi and accused him of that I think sir we should be ready for a showdown.
Well the thing is, Yawamura, you feel impugned in any way, maybe you'll be answered within, you can go through the right processes. But Sam Papa lately, assembly, like he has a lot of things he says just recently I heard him talking about no matter what and NDC there they cannot come, so to speak, sowing some level of idea into the minds of followers to the effect say NDC bar you are finished, so this is a fight for survival. That is not politics, really. All these things must stop.
All right. Yadasipi Adib Sani for Nchemwa Ode Amaye Nyumre Yadasipa Adib Sani a security analyst and Yeneno Edi and Komo Fast Asin. When I'm saying maybe, but let's get the thinking of the NDC. Malik Basintali, a deputy communications director. Malik Yamajo.
What do we do? Guzuka Krakra Yamediache.
Yes, no man say one party no one track rata I think Sami Jemfi ensa and a chassis. Mo party no stands and then a more can potting.
Nidikai, Magincha, with you for. Say, I didn't see and run. There's some valid history to it. History, a woman said a few weeks ago, NPP 4 sh0ck in an attempt to direct the editorial structure of SAR United Showbiz program of UTV4. That letter echo viral at NPP4 General Secretary and SAR and MSN sh0ck, and it was a legal document. On different instances, the NPP4 more criticized this particular program and all criticisms circulates around the fact that panelists are UTV for the Omobano. Mr. Omo criticized the government of the day in an attempt to be citizens and not spectators. Many you say press freedom political parties attempt to say ensure say the media fraternity become the fourth arm of government, I was saying so long as it is within the structure of the law, no. I was saying no beer and when you see, the fact to it is that Omo say NPP for Nesumam. Omo can say NS Owusu Bempah, our Deputy Director of Communications of the NPP. Then Nesumomo.
What I know, maybe I know more information than I do, but they are yet here from one can say no video kakrebi ababonteno. Na woman say letter Kwame plus Timu woman swaba say they also want to come and explain their part, but names of Ernest Owusu Bempah no menya any video unless you have different information.
Video to that effect.
Okay.
No reason in here and so we see ya we say A+.
Yeah, A+, yeah. Yes, and there's also been out deny say and that is why I want to get that clear. So boys now then that is okay.
Fact remains there's a history to this particular attack. Many who are we? Are the criticization being and no one criticized President Mahama. In fact, to the extent that there were wrong exposes. And then Manasi Azuri Agasa Pierre said, or no expose be or maybe about unconfirmed. No. So confirm to Kobedia. We have had series of people confess and say criticism somewhere in the past, no accurate. Yet NBC, Yamobia the freedom to express no will, because they respected press freedom. Meaning this is not the first time. Manasi Azuri here can watch him here. NPP as a party, almost threatened to the extent so Ghana Austria. Actual Krata said his life is no longer safe under this particular government. Say Kalib Kuda of CTFM, the channel, our national security premises. Bruno, this government. In fact, the vehicle storming the media house, the swan at the CBD, and the Koi. We were in this government. Series and other journalists and other media houses have been ransacked. Now say, Papa, more neighbors, Power FM. Go, Estomeho in grand style, attacking them for criticizing this government. Why? At the end of Yehunda, at the Yehuma Penuko for by there was peace in this country. Media men, and so Namutimi Kani, Amupebia. President Atambe was by here, no Biati can you open Bia. There was free will of expression. So Mahama Baye, Obia who said, no Biati can you open Bia. Only under this government. Other United Showbiz program, what is so much as Somoku NPP? United Showbiz, what is so much as Somoku Mampini? What is so much as Somoku Mampini? They said that to criticize. And other, and you thought the 5 city no car. And then Democracy I thought of 5 city. Say Anya Mampeni Abedi Chilebaunia, our share your boss not to be the idea one man in the boss share so components of Mokawa, one penny womb. And the Waba was a Cape Coast, much of Mobile Airport, Mobile Harbor. One woman Pediba, or say Boshebia, any Hosa. Not to be a better Castle Mampeni, Abedi Chilebaunia, we are trophy, Quasema Wokano, Nanyano Kra, what will say, and yes, I was sharing a Moshe and talk about anyone. So you don't see the basis. In fact, I didn't see the basis of NPP for Krata or Mocho or Sell United Showbiz program. No, young change from editorial, presentation. No, there was no basis to that. And then you see, in law, it's a what a ho. Now say Adoma, me catch there was a China Ubehu. When you say idea China be toa,
for sure. You are the first suspect.
You are the first suspect. Not just the first, you are the prime suspect.
Yeah.
Now, NPP former Trokrata on this particular program, 2 weeks after. Now, Mantia Bowra Hose, a small say, or shut it down the program. No more attacking A Plaza. Who people are the prime suspects? Until all we are calling for as a political party, I said, look, the police must investigate this. I was saying, Fred, Niana Sa, Eshe MPP for Kratana Sano. I was saying, Fred, all the names that are being mentioned of the MPP and investigate them. We can continue doing this to media houses, and you're fine. As politicians, say, on media platforms now criticize here. And the info beyond no making criticize here. And if you are a leader who believes in rule of law, yeah, criticize or no. Now was what is your answer? Now would the boom I need because you're tomorrow no, you're tomorrow also be and him never yet for a year to my young Toma also be and him never in our young non too. We are not in under a military rule. Until we condemn what happened yesterday in real terms as a political party, most also from the political angle, because you are not the first media house and you will not be the last media fraternity. MPP as a party and a political party be the who Eshemus and Chirefo Ebe nature maso abeji Efrimusem. From so na nyese nipa no ka sema ekotia mra e wo mayimu a e wo say e chano no expressing away or maybe United Showbiz program e ade a mehwe pa na in fact there are times I must be honest almost criticize the NDC so okay there are times they criticize maybe almost the more MPP for appointee so criticize for what they friend saying or no say no appointee under MPP
yeah.
No, creative arts director said, yeah, the name Eba show no stop. Throughout his presentation, he was criticizing the NDC. But did you ever hear say NDC as some boys be some God?
Malik, you fancy yeah.
Because but you see, we must respect the will.
All right. Yeah, that's a Malik Basintali, a deputy communication officer for the National Democratic Congress, NDC Amanyukuno, and Yokoti, you know. Asam no wa, but Yemfa and Konkonha. Na yenhwe abra na otwefo for chance said ye beko was it back of him sewa asna for awen ne sasia ye congratulate you mama set ye kwaku dot set yo matene the Ganes ye mamutirim kwa why we say adip san ya sam kan me ne ya adwen pa ye from Lamusa combat fleet and na capito go so menhia say back of it this is not an issue because sometimes a plus so or can send me bread to Abba and Van Brown, dear, I mean, can't message me answer because when I say I only beaten Sneedy. Was it this is so wrong to attack media house? The same thing happened to me at Nsawam as national security and BNI, beating me as a journalist. Van Brown, Kafra, I understand you. You are talking from experience. And we also say, this is okay. Van Brown message you NDC wants to score political points with this. Put MPP and NDC. Woman in I the crop man feel more feminine and cancer. My tremaging. Judge Judas say President we hey and I would day if we channel where she and so message in the bedroom. Am I any pin kakra? I'm calling. What say politicians they can lie. They can lie. Set dot and what the buyer. Was a Ghana politicians can lie. Yes, they can lie. Was NPP and NDC? One more play with our mind. They are the same wo. Woman now your pet your from a lion the more and what sure no and about Sikonye share a year for both your arena members. What cry, mammy? Was it yeah? founder Nana Owusu herself. Okay, and if you Nana Pon Ivan Ho was a NPP heading to opposition Edmond Dan so messy, you know.